Today we are reacting to a bunch of things throughout the Fortnite community like this post from Danny. This actually just made me so sad. I'm done emoting on people in Fortnite now. Oh no, what's gonna happen to him? Someone said a reminder, they're not always bots. Alright, let's hear this. We're gonna mute that for copyright purposes over here, but it's sad music like that's sad though. Why is mom letting him so close to the TV though? What are we doing? What are we doing? But it is true. They are not always bots, man. Sometimes they are little kids just like that. But you know what? I thought that we were about to watch him get emoted on or something, but hey, it all ended up working out. Someone said drinking a shield in the storm, get this man a squad. Yeah, we need to encourage this guy to play squads. We need more of that, man. Hope said, kids fucking dog shit. What is he doing? Dude, that's so true. Why is this guy drinking shields in the storm? Like, hello, be better at Fortnite, please. Reminder, they're always bots. Someone else said, don't care, I'm getting my refresh off his little What is my refresh? This might be the boomer in me now, guys. I'm not up with all the those young people lingo over there. I actually don't know what that means. If anybody could shed some light in the comments, I'd appreciate that. Let's continue on over to the next post over here. You wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me, said Nether. Dude, so true. So true. This is one of the greatest seasons in Fortnite history, man. If you guys have not watched the video I made a little while ago, we made an update for 2026 ranking every single season in Fortnite. This was up there, man. What a great season. It was a difficult season to play. It was, with all the fire going on, everybody driving cars, having the water fights, having to build and all of it. It was a phenomenal time, man. Headhunter boys over here, look at that. Ah, yes, my favorite season of all time. I want to go back. So true, so fair. It's not my favorite season of all time, but it is definitely up there, dude. Gal had this to say. OMG, yes, I was just talking about the season to someone today. Do you remember those? You remember the Marauders? Dude, you know what's funny? The Marauders actually slipped my mind. They did. I can't believe it. Everybody hated those. I had fun with the Marauders personally. I don't know about you guys. Black Jerome had this to say. This was one of Fortnite's biggest gambles and it low-key paid off. It was fun. Yeah, the season in general was very well received. I know a lot of people were like very iffy right off the bat because again, you turned the entire map into water. But with the consistent updates, with the water going down, I don't remember exactly how often it went down, but it was very often the water ended up going down. We had constant map changes. It was great. The loot pool was solid. It was a big time gamble by Fortnite though, believe me. Dirty Dan had this to say. This season and Chapter 3 Season 2 with no building were probably the two biggest seasonal changes to gameplay ever. I'm with the reply on that. I was just thinking that as I was reading it, don't forget Wrecked. Yeah, I can't think of another season where it had like the biggest change. I don't know if you'd want to include OG Fortnitemares. Not OG, I mean in 2018 Fortnitemares because they had all of the zombies taking over the entire map. You could argue Season X with the Rift Zones. Maybe anything throughout Chapter 2. Yeah, I'd have to say Chapter 3 Season 2, Chapter 2 Season 3, and Fortnite Wrecked. Those were definitely the biggest gameplay changes in Fortnite, and I like it when they do that, man. Oh boy. Bat Bob had this to say. Fortnite, what the hell? What are we about to watch here? What are we about to watch here? You know, I've never noticed that emote before. That's crazy, Epic. Dude, sometimes they know what they're doing, but we were just talking about Fortnite getting more mature. Honestly, it's things like this, Epic Games, they know they will sell, man. Me, when I have to sexualize video game characters because I don't get a box IRL. Wow. All right. You know, kind of a fair take, kind of. I find it, like, the problem is there's a line and it comes down to the individual because it's fun to just, like, what we did, for example, over here. We look at it, we laugh, we don't take it seriously. But there are legitimate gooners out there for Fortnite skins, and that is a major problem. Let's continue on to Twiz over here. Nick830 reacts to the first curse word said in Fortnite. I think I saw this. I don't recall. I remember hearing about him freaking out, but I don't remember if I actually saw the clip.
This is crazy, bro.
Gotcha.
They censored it.
He laughed. How dare he? I can already predict the replies to this one. It's going to be like, oh my god, what a grown-ass man. Nick830, seriously, he needs to grow up. As if, like, this whole thing isn't an act. I don't know how people don't see that by now.
We heard that at the event.
You asshole!
Sorry with language.
No, I'm always gonna have a dimple.
But here's the thing, like, how could anybody look at that face and they take it seriously, like, oh my god, Nick 830 is legitimately so offended right now. He's not. He's playing it up.
Mom, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
It's sad that that has to be said.
Beauty! In about 2 minutes, it's gonna be an army of police here. So if you're gonna kill me, now's the time.
By the way, we did have a reaction video to this entire scene over here. If you guys are curious, go check that out on the channel.
So what's it gonna be, bitch?
Ooh. Ooh. He started freaking out at the end. I gotta love it. But guys, speaking of other videos, check out the link tree at the top, the description down below. I just completely butchered that, you know, self-promo type thing, guys. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. If you'd like to check out other commentary videos, we make daily commentaries on every channel, pretty well every channel. You can check it out at the top description of the link tree, or you can check out the direct links to it down below. Again, I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's see what some people had to say about Nick 830 over here. Imagine Fortnite themselves trolling you saying, yeah, it's going to be family friendly in game. Do they even say that? I don't even know if that's something that they say. There you go. What did I say? What did I say always? Grown-ass man making Ryan's toy review faces over the word bitch. 2.2k likes. I don't know how people can't see through that, man. This dialogue is horrible. Oh my god, did Tarantino write this garbage? He actually did. Not enough feet in it for him. Is this guy a foot freak? Oh, wait. You know, that's ringing a bell. I don't know what movie it was. It was an old movie. You know where the guy, whoever the director was, and I don't know if it was Tarantino, I'm just ballparking right now. The guy, the director of the movie, purposely casted himself as somebody who was like gonna get a foot stuck in his mouth with the water dripping down the leg. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't have no idea what movie that is, but I've seen a lot of people calling out the director for that. It's kind of funny, man. This is like watching Avengers Endgame Avengers for the first time. Honestly, Nick 830 is so cute. I want to ride his face. Oh, I just didn't expect to read that at the end, man. All right, Nick 830, you got Jade waiting on there for you, man. She loves Arc Raiders, COD, and a few others. Aw, that's so cute. Let's get Nick a girl, man. Oh, this is a good video today. Queasy had this to say. He's a phantom. It's a video. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Okay, again, we're gonna mute it. We're gonna go. He's a phantom. Danny Phantom. Is it just the fact that like the skins look weird? Because while I do love Danny Phantom, I grew up on Danny Phantom, very nostalgic having him into the game. The skins, they're off-putting. I still bought it because it's Danny Phantom, but it doesn't look that great, man. Stop acting he's still like it's still not tough. I copped him immediately. I don't care. Same. I did the exact same thing. Now the eyes are creeping me out. Yeah, I don't know what they could do to change, but the Nickelodeon skins so far, they look weird. SpongeBob looks okay, but they could do better for SpongeBob. Let's continue on over to Hypex. This is something that I did see. What made Fortnite get more comfortable all of a sudden? It's crazy with the referencing. And again, we made an entire video talking about Fortnite maturing with their audience. If you guys are interested, go check that out. Also, while we're on that topic, Clark actually just uploaded a phenomenal video about Fortnite growing up with their audience. You guys got to check out that too. We have links for people who we regularly collaborate with in the description as well. You can find Clark's channel right there. I really liked hearing what he had to say about that. I just turned that entire post into a self-promo. Let's take a look at a reply over there. Honestly, they should just take a page from Marvel Rivals' book. They got a T rating, you'd surprise how many players buy all of these skins. Love it or hate it, sex sells. I'm for it, man. I'm for it. Bring these skins, bring the beauty. There has been a ridiculous assault on beauty in the last like 5 years, so I'm for it, man. I'm no like legitimate gooner, you know, like we oftentimes talk about those people in the channel. Like there's really no helping them if you're already gooning to Fortnite skins. So whatever, bring on the beauty. I'm here for it. It sells, man. Midas had this to say. Too big to fail. They know they can do whatever they want. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I need to look into COD a little bit more, but we know that COD's been kind of like trying to get into the same thing, you know, like the Nicki Minaj's in the game and stuff. It doesn't really capture that same vibe as Fortnite, you know, having a big collaboration over at COD. Anyways, let me stop you guys one more time, guys. With these videos, I have been advertising my supporter creator code. I ask that if you do not have a code that you are currently using in the item shop, you consider using my code, Code Clen. I've been grinding on YouTube as hard as I possibly can in order to make enough money. I want to be the sole provider for my family. I want to have a lot of kids. We're already talking about having more kids, which I'm excited for. Life's been expensive. You guys have been helping me out. Thank you very much. So I ask again, if you do not have a code that you are currently using in the item shop, please consider using my code, Code Clen. We didn't butcher that one, did we? Like the talking about taking a look at the other channels there. But seriously, I really, really appreciate all of the code usage. Just make sure you're using a code regardless, guys. Let's get into another post over here. Epic Games, give typical Gooner. Oh, this is probably a reply to it. Give typical gamer an icon skin. Oh, no, it's not. Hand out icon skins to random celebrities. Sorry, I ruined that entire post right there. I mean, it's gonna sell. Oh, no, that's probably in response to Kim Kardashian, is it? I don't know. Whatever. If he can get a celebrity in the game, look, Kim Kardashian, I would not be surprised if it was one of the best-selling skins of all time. Would not surprise me one little bit. It makes sense for Fortnite to want to add them, man. The Global Index had this to say about it. They just be letting anybody in. What is this? Usually you're used to seeing like Peely in an IRL photo, assuming that's not even AI when it comes to it. Oh, I've seen this. Sophie Rain at Fortnite. Let's make a skin. We got Cheeto down there. Hey, Cheeto, what's going on? Hopefully you're watching the video over here. Big hello to Cheeto. I'm not for this. Like, I spoke about when I made the video on Kim Kardashian and Fortnite growing up with its audience. I expressed that I actually didn't like the fact that it was Kim Kardashian herself. I'm all for mature IPs coming to the game, but I think it takes a little bit of too much of a step once we start glorifying people that are in. Whatever, businesswoman, okay? Tell me all of her accomplishments. She's famous because of, you know, that very specific act that she did for all of the Gooners, right? Sophie Rain, same kind of deal here. Now people are talking about Sophie Rain getting a skin. Like, I've heard about that way more than I wanted to against my will. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, let's take the people contributing to the downfall of society more than anything. The biggest problem in society. Yeah, let's give them a Fortnite skin, man. I think it's like it's crossing a line, man. Rise said, stay away from the kids, please. I know. I'm with that. Someone said I'd buy it. What is this picture? Yeah, dude, there's gonna be a lot of people that buy it. I'm not gonna lie. With everything that we said, here's the thing. I am so against this type of stuff. Like I said, like adult content is literally the biggest problem in civilization today. But I also have a sense of humor. You know, I know that might sound hypocritical. It'd be kind of funny watching her walk around in Fortnite, but ultimately, it is a net negative. Big time. Case said, done. Fortnite Sophie Rain. Dude, it doesn't look like anything like Sophie Rain. Oh, so what? There you go. There's your Sophie Rain skin coming to Fortnite over there. What is with the post today? Look at this. Wave Vadil. Apologies for pronouncing that wrong. Who's Wave over here? Oh my god, he's super famous. I know it's a joke, obviously. I always feel like I never want to come off in these videos like oh my god, who's this guy? I'm just so in my own bubble right now. I'm just like working on myself. I don't mean to come off of that guy. I'm not familiar with that particular creator, unfortunately. But now that I'm thinking, okay, Sarah V with the Kim Kardashian's gonna get, it's a joke, but wouldn't that? I've never tried. I've never known anybody that tried, to my knowledge. I can't imagine that feels too great. The foaming facial cleanser for normal to oily skin. All right. That proper reaction for a lot of people, to be honest with you over here. Using a cleanser for that is probably going to fuck you up badly. I know, that's what I was wondering. That's probably like the worst thing that you can do. Let's continue on to JJ Guy. What's wrong, little one? Look at the cute little SpongeBob right there, dude. I've seen so many things like this. It was really wholesome. SpongeBob coming to Fortnite has been one of the greatest things they've ever added, man. Top tier reply. And I ripped my pants when Big Larry came around just to put him down. SpongeBob turned into a clown, and no girl ever wants to dance with the fool who went and ripped his pants. SpongeBob asking why Thanos cut the population in half instead of doubling the resources. SpongeBob wouldn't. I don't even think SpongeBob would have a conversation like that. Be like, oh my god, Patrick, we're gonna disappear. Hi, how are you? Wonderful weather we're having. Okay, see you around. What SpongeBob saw. Could you imagine as he's doing that to SpongeBob, and SpongeBob's like, oh my god, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Backers that say, like, it's such a weird thing, just SpongeBob staring into your soul in Fortnite while you have a gun out. I know we've seen some, like, graphic and or, like, violent in the cartoon sense things with SpongeBob, but it's just weird with the gunman. Oh my god, SpongeBob just staring into the dead eye AR, guys. If you want to continue watching some Explore recaps like this, and you can check out this video on screen right here. Check out our last one, guys. I'd love to have you over there. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Take care, everybody.